Okay. What are we doing, Johann?
Oh, we're going on a tour of some kind to see the floating
market. Oh, look at that color. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, the sky is beautiful. This one?
Yeah, this one. This is our boat.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
Hi.
step over.
Sao bước qua được?
I can step over, no problem.
Thì 3 chiếc con đứa một.
I used to live on a boat. I'm pretty good on boats.
Good morning.
Morning. I realize it's literally the first minute, but you got off to a good start.
Yeah.
Right? Hey guys, so we're in the Mekong Delta. There's a fish market out there selling some fresh fish. Starts out 3 in the morning. We didn't start out 3 in the morning. We're starting out a little bit later. What time is it? It's about 5.
It's about 5.
It's about 5. We're gonna go visit some floating markets, very famous in Can Tho, and I'm taking you along with me. Actually, Johann and I are taking you along with us. This is Chen, she's our guide. If I sound like I know what I'm talking about, it's because I'm repeating what she just told me. How is that boat still on top of the water? It's got like 2 tons, well, 2 tons, it's got like 10 tons of dirt in it, and it's literally submerged. That always confused me. So what are we doing now?
Now we go to the coffee shop to try some coffee. And a coffee in the morning, refresh your mind.
Refresh your mind. Mekong boatside coffee. She's been doing this for a long time. She knows what the good coffee boats are.
Yeah, sure.
And I bet you know what the bad coffee boats are too. You're like, stay away from that boat.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a good guide today.
It's like coffee, coconut.
Oh, nice.
Hot. I'll have a hot.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Uh-oh. She lost an oar. She lost an oar. Oh, no. See, guys, that's how they do Vietnamese coffee. They just have a, what is that made of, aluminum? Or tin?
Yeah.
Is that tin?
No, it's aluminum. But they have the stainless ones as well.
Yeah. I think there should be more coffee by boat. I think coffee by land is overrated. I think from now on, if you want a coffee, you should find yourself a boat. That'd be a much better way. How's your coffee?
It's excellent. Excellent.
It nung. What is it?
It đường.
It nung.
Cà phê đen.
Cà phê đen. Or cà phê nóng.
Cà phê nóng.
Đen is black.
Yeah. And nóng is hot.
Dạ hả? Cà phê đen nóng ít đường.
It nung.
And you is cà phê sữa nóng.
Cà phê sổ nóng.
Yeah.
And we have breakfast later.
Yeah, on the market they have like noodles or bread.
Okay.
What do you want? Bánh mì.
Noodles or bread?
No, I would prefer hủ tiếu.
And you?
That's a kind of noodle soup. It's a different noodle than in phở.
Okay.
In bún bò. It's a thin noodle, a little bit more chewy.
Okay, I'll do whatever he said.
Yes.
There's not bad like square footage in that one. That one has a nice front room.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty big inside these houses. That house is on an angle. You know, I'm a video guy, but as I'm here, I'm thinking I might enjoy taking a picture camera at a place like this, you know? That's what this place, like, really shines. If you guys want to see some amazing pictures that Johann is taking today, I'll link to his Instagram below. Check it out, because I've seen some of them on his camera before he even touches them up. The floating market has reduced in size quite a bit. It used to be, what, a kilometer, you said? From that bridge all the way to here, which is where the floating market is. But the area that we're in right now used to be part of the floating market, and now it's just sort of empty space.
The durian, you know durian?
Yeah.
Smell.
Yeah, I know durian. So they're a resupply boat, so they will go.
Toilet paper.
That's a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven boat. So is that boat coming directly from the pineapple fields, or, you know what I mean? Do they go, because I know coconuts, they put the coconuts onto the boat.
Yeah.
So did the coconut boat come directly here to sell coconuts?
Yeah, they also come here directly.
Okay, so these sticks that are coming up from the boats, they show what they're selling, right? What does that one have on it? It's just like some beets or potatoes? She has potatoes, they have pineapple, so they're bartering. The floating market sort of started in 30 years ago as a way to barter. There weren't a lot of roads, money as in like currency, it was a little bit harder to come by, right?
Yeah, right.
So I had pineapples, you had potatoes, my boat went to your boat, and so we exchanged, you know? Hello! You're setting the table.
Yeah, you eat on the table.
You're gonna be the taste tester. You've had this before, right?
Oh yeah, many times. Ah, yeah, that's good stuff.
It's for you.
Wait, it's okay. No problem.
5-second rule.
5-second rule. Come on.
There we go.
There's a slice of like, what would you say, compressed crab meat? Can I show it?
Yeah.
This is a piece of, who knows what? Probably mostly crab. Yeah, really, really good. It's got like a peppery taste to it. And you definitely taste the crab, but it's congealed together. It almost has a consistency of roast beef, like a hamburger meat. Really good. Ooh, peppery. Interesting community, huh? They hang out here until the sun really starts baking, and in most of these small boats, for example, our little soup boat, he'll finish his work for the day, he's done. The bigger boats, the big like sort of market store boats, they'll stay here. I almost finished my camera. Oh, it's so close. The bigger boats, they'll stay here a little bit later unless they need to resupply. Sometimes I think they'll just stay here all day, all night. Life on a boat. Here we go. Is that the noodle factory behind us? Next up, noodle factory.
Có người đằng sau đâu có chơi đâu.
And this is the way they make rice paper. Yeah. They're steaming. And it is the husks, the skin of rice. To make fire.
Yeah.
How's that?
Apparently I can't take instruction well. Today, most of the rice production here is industrialized. Not a lot of places you can see it made this way anymore. Normally the truck goes in with the rice and the truck goes out with the rice paper. The in-between isn't quite as glamorous as it is here. Okay, there's beads and then there's puppies. Oh. Hey, what are you doing? The way these floating markets look today is a lot different than the way they looked 30 years ago. Potential is that they'll look a lot different in 10 more years, maybe even less. Less people use these markets for daily activities and more people are coming to these markets as tourists. So commerce is evolving and sort of changing in a way that's drifting away from the traditional market. Sooner or later this place is not going to be a place where people are going to come and pick up their fruit for the day, and it's going to become a place where tourists come to grab a cup of coffee from the neighbor's boat, you know. That's the problem with having a place that's unique. The uniqueness brings tourists, and the tourists infuse their own... It takes away the uniqueness, you know. So, if you want to see the floating markets for even a taste of what they are supposed to be, you'd probably have to come within the next 5 years, because little by little it's going to go away. Combine that with the environmental impact of sea level rise, you know, who knows what this whole area might look like in a decade. You know, just physically what it might look like. Johann was saying that the mangrove trees here, the way they seed is they drop a seed from a height, and then that seed will go into the water and then seed itself in the silt, and then it will grow a tree from that seed. But they need a certain distance of water to penetrate through in order to get enough momentum to stick into the ground. If the sea level rises too much, the seed will just kind of bob, and then float away, and it'll never actually create another tree. So if the sea level here rises a foot or two, 90% of the vegetation might just not exist anymore. You know, that normally keeps the banks of this river connected. Because erosion is a huge problem, especially when you have tidal changes that bring the water up and down and up and down and up and down all the time. This is Jen.
Yeah.
She needs a boyfriend.
Yes, come with me.
Good. She said, you got a YouTube channel. Maybe you can find me a really nice boy. These really small markets, they're not going to last long. As a matter of fact, they're crowded under this tree right now because oh no, thank you. Because the heat of the day is just baking them right now. There's not enough business to keep this market going. It's just going to dissolve. No, thank you.
So this is called Chum Chum.
Chum Chum.
And my niece, her hair is like everywhere. So we gave her that.
You call her Chum Chum?
Chum Chum. This is mangoes.
Rambutan.
And in Vietnamese we call xoài.
Xoài.
And this is a kind of chip like banana and sweet potatoes. They fry with sugar.
With sugar.
That night was so good.
Tasty. We have these in China. Better than a potato chip. For a lot of locals here, this is like a social thing. You come here with your buddies, you hang out, you know, you're selling oranges, your friend's selling mangoes or something, and you all get together in the mornings and kind of, you know, socially hang out, and do a little business, do a little trading. But I imagine that even that was even more way back then, because you know, people were probably living along the river and like great distances apart. So when you came to the market, it was like one opportunity to see your friends and buddies from the neighborhood.
Xuống đây kiếm sống thôi, còn ế nhau xuống ké có gì coi.
Supermarket, a little bit of everything. Yeah. They're having a great time.
Watermelon. Or in Vietnam we call dưa hấu.
Dưa hấu?
Dưa hấu is watermelon.
You have to watch your tones, right? So, what is watermelon?
Watermelon we call it dưa hấu.
Dưa hấu.
Dưa hấu, and dưa that means melon.
Melon.
And when you down your voice like dưa, you see coconut.
Yeah.
And when you rise dưa, you see pineapple.
Say them all three together.
Dưa, dưa, dưa.
Okay.
Be careful when you want to down or rise.
Yeah. You might get a pineapple when you wanted a watermelon, or you might get a coconut when you wanted a pineapple.
Dưa.
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 Dưa. Dưa.
One tree, they just have one fruit. So when they harvest the fruit, they cook the whole tree.
I didn't know that.
And in the tree they have baby growth natural, so you don't need to grow anymore. They will have normal.
So it'll always grow another stem after you chop it off, pretty much?
Toilet.
Toilet?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the toilet's over the pond?
Yeah.
And they have some fish there.
Yeah, and they eat the fish.
No way.
Yeah.
No, they eat the fish.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I gotta feed some fish actually a little later. That'd be a nice picture. If the whole system of the world crashed and you were here, you could at least survive on fruit and all sorts of vegetables and stuff.
Go everywhere.
Soups, morning glory. I love sauteed morning glory.
Oh, yeah.
You would not go hungry. You might get malaria, but you wouldn't go hungry. All right, back in the boat, headed towards, I think, the fruit garden? Fruit garden. Bye-bye. We've finished our meal. We're gonna head back to the hotel, and Johann is gonna hit a bus and go back home, and I'm gonna get to work and get ready for tomorrow. So let's wrap this day up. We're gonna get on the boat. I think we're gonna have another fairly long ride back.
Yeah, a few hours.
Yeah. the market after hours. All the bigger boats are moored in, just doing nothing, cleaning clothes, or babies playing on the top deck. The water's littered with different scraps of food and stuff. Oh, that guy's swimming. He's standing on the prop of his boat. Okay. Take it
Jayoe,
easy.
keep on
Jayoe.
going strong, and we'll see you later.
We'll do.
Take care, man.
Tell your wife I said goodbye.
I will.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And he's off. Thanks for the friendship, Johann. What? Your helmet. Is it here?